on, everybody? Today we're gonna be doing a little work on the 2018 Ram 2500 four-wheel drive diesel. We've got an airbag that is not going down. Now, if you got Firestone airbags, they are guaranteed for life. And I did take pictures of them because there is a metal ring going around, and we'll get to that and I'll show you in a minute, that just come apart. But I just got through towing my other truck, and the airbags work just fine, didn't leak down, so they don't have a hose. But they did send me a brand new airbag. So by them sending me a new airbag, I want to go ahead and put it on. And the cold weather is coming. I do not like working in the cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace it so there's no problems with both of them. Will be brand new, because the same thing happened to the other side. They sent me another one, so they sent me two brand new airbags. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and jack up the rear end of the truck, which I'm going to use from the bumper, and that way it gives a little bit more room, and we're going to get in there and we're going to change that airbag out. Also, when we're in there, we got a broken wheel stud on this side, so we're going to be taking that off and putting a new wheel stud in. And we're also going to be looking at the brakes. I bought a new set of brakes. The truck has 304,000 miles on it. It's been a good truck. Still has the original brakes on it. So and also wheel studs that break off. Yeah, if you rotate these tires like you're supposed to, and you rotate, you know, you're gonna need new lug nuts, and wheel studs are gonna break. It's just part of that many miles and rotation, and you know, all that good stuff. So we're gonna try to put that all. I'm not for sure if I'm gonna put it all in one video. If not, then stay tuned or I may put it all in this video. It just depends on what all we find, what all we get into, and how long it takes. But if all of it is not in this video, then hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and then just wait, the other ones will be out. All right, what I've done here is I put a floor jack underneath it, and I put two bricks. You do not have to pick the truck all the way up. We're just gonna pick it up just to get some pressure. So we don't want the tires coming off the ground or nothing like that. And I think that should be good. All right, right here's what we're gonna be working on. Here's the airbag. It's on the back driver's side. And you see right here where the wires are coming apart? Now this is a Firestone. Like I said, they're guaranteed. And the other one happened this way, but they've been on the truck for a long time. It's got a lot of miles on the truck. They went through a lot of snow, salt, sand, rocks, pretty much a lot of crap. So they're still not leaking down, but we're gonna go ahead and change it. So what we're gonna be doing first is right here on the bottom. See the bolt right here and a bolt right here. It's got the clamp. So what we're gonna do, that's how you take the bottom off. We're gonna undo these bolts. And then up top, if I can get the sun where it's not blurring the camera, up top, right here, that bolt and that bolt, and these brackets, top, bottom brackets will come off, and this whole thing will slide out. Now, before we get started, what we're gonna have to do, if you notice this red line that's going in through, well, it's hooked to right here. We're going to have to unhook the airline. And for what I'm going to be using is probably going to get a little small screwdriver for taking off that line. Just push it in and then pull it out. And I got the 3/8 probably won't be strong enough. It may, but I got the 1/2-inch drive Milwaukee ratchet, and I put it on a 14mm, so I'm supposed to get a 14mm wrench. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the bottom first. Let's go ahead and take the bottom out, and that's why you want to ratchet, because that way you'll be sitting there all day long doing that with a wrench. So, but now I'll get the other side off. Put it on here, loosen it up. I know y'all probably didn't want to hear all that, but the reason I didn't go ahead and cut it off, just take it or fast forward it, is because this right here, I see. Now, if you're going to run through a lot of snow, salt, all that stuff, see the boats? See if I can get one out, bring it a little bit closer to you. See? You also want to make sure that the boat's going to be okay to go back, because you know you start getting rust, damage, and all stuff's going to make the boat weaker. You definitely don't want one of them to break when you're out on the road. So if you're at home doing this and it's nice and warm, you're dry, then if those bolts need to be replaced, then just go ahead and replace them. All right, now I'm not going to replace the bolts. They look pretty good, but what I am going to do is put some PB blaster on them, and the reason for this, I use this stuff a lot. The reason I'm going to do this is because I've looked at everything, they're not bent, because they got rust on them. All right, this right here, yes, you can use this if something's on there real tight and you want to break it loose, this helps. But if you want to also protect, that's why I use this stuff a lot, because it also protects against rust and stuff. So I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna let it soak, and I'm gonna do the other one the same way, and then that way it's also gonna help protect it. So we'll put it down and I'll do the other one. We'll get started on top. All right, I did switch to a 9/16 because I guess from the rust and everything, it's actually supposed to be a 9/16. So I'm gonna, and I did spray some PB Blast on them to help get them to come off. So you see I got that off, and so now I'm gonna go on the back side, because you got one coming in this way and one coming in the other way. So I'm not gonna be able to get the camera around the back side, but I'm just gonna go just like I done that one, go the back side and take the nut off. Right here, I've done got the nut off the back side. I'm just using it, running it in and out a little bit, breaking it loose just so I can get the bolt should just slide out just like that. And I'm gonna wipe this one down and spray it and let it set. All right, well, we got the bolts and everything out, so we want to break it down, and it's been on there for a while, so I'm not going to hurt y'all's ears by banging on it, but I'm gonna take a little hammer and I'm gonna tap it on each side, get it to come down. Underneath the truck, you can see, you know, it's ready to come out. So what I'm gonna do is put the camera down and push down on it and let it out. It would have been easier if I could have got it's got a little bit of air in it, so I'm gonna let that down. If it would go down, usually it's supposed to stay at 5. But a whole lot easier, but the way they put the piece in there, I can't get to the valve to let the air out. So I've got to get this down so I can get to that valve. All right, I already got the airbag off. See right here? Now to get that line off, you push this in with a screwdriver like that, and then pull the line at the same time. It's kind of hard to do with holding the camera and everything. So just push that in, pull the line out. Now I didn't install these airbags on my truck, and this is the first time I've had this one off. I've had the one on the other side off, but I see how they put the air. I really don't like that, but it's not leaking or anything, so we'll have to see how it goes back on. Now, very important is to look on, see how the brackets are set up. You need to take the new airbag and put it on. Line up the brackets just like they are. I want to show this on the airbag too. That the maximum for my camera will get focus is 150. So it's 150, but busting is rated at 400. So we should be good at the at the 150, which I don't get mine up that high anyway. And if you want the part number, try to get that in there for you. Manufacturing USA, I do like that. But here's what the new one looks like. So we're going to take our old parts off of this one and transfer right here, put the brackets on, and put all our screws and bolts and everything, and then we'll be ready to bolt back up. If you can see, right here's the bracket, so I'm gonna take this bracket off, those 2 bolts. Just like that. Now, we'll take and lift our bracket up. Make sure we don't lose our washers right there. Put them over here so we get back to them. Now, we gotta take the nub off and put it on here. We'll find a wrench to fit this. I am gonna go ahead and spray it a little bit, let it be soaking. And then we'll find a right wrench to be able to take this air valve off to put it on another one. This off, I'm just gonna put a wrench in there and twist it off, just like that. And check this, see if it needs to be replaced, but I'm not gonna replace it. What I am gonna do is clean it off really, really good. And then we'll put it on the new one. Now, I like using this blue monster tape. I think this stuff here feels really good. I like how it feels better than the regular. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on here and just put a little bit. You ain't gotta have a lot. I'm gonna roll around it like that. Tighten it up. Yeah, just like that. Now what we're gonna do is pull this out. Just like that. And we're gonna screw this in. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Then just take a wrench and just tighten it back up. So I'm gonna put the bracket on and then we'll see where that's gonna be at. Take our bracket, set our bracket on there, and I wanna see where this is at. That's in about the same spot that they had it, so that's probably where I'm gonna leave it at. And now I'm gonna take my washers and put my washers back on. Put my nuts back on and tighten it up. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and tighten them up. Snug them in. And the good thing about it, the angle that I have, and I will tighten them up a little bit more, but I want to show you this, is if it don't have the right angle, I can still get a wrench in there and turn it a little bit more if I need to. So that's something good to keep an eye out on. Now I'll snug these up and we'll go to the bottom bracket. On the bottom bracket, you don't have bolts, you just got this thing right here, and I cannot tell you what size it is. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna spray a little bit of this on it and let it set just for a minute, and then we're gonna see if we can't put this on there and break it loose. All right, everybody, we're back here, and this took a whole lot longer than what I thought. This right here was in there. I do not have a vise to be able to put it in and be able to get it out. My sandwich maker got off work, and if you don't have a sandwich maker, I found mine at Walmart. They don't come with a return receipt or nothing like that, but you can get you one at Walmart. They're everywhere. But here it is. This right here, I couldn't do it myself. I tried, and so my wife took it over to her dad's, which has a device, and they had to actually cut this off to be able to get this off. So we can throw this away now, and we got the bracket. That's the main thing. So we got a new part, and we're gonna put it back on the bracket. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this right here on the nut to anti-seize. Whether it works or not, I'm hoping, because that right there was, I'm not gonna lie, was a pain in the butt. The other one wasn't that bad. Got it on there. Now we're gonna put the bracket on and screw it in the hole. So the other one wasn't that bad, but this one was. So a vise really comes out handy. I need to get one. So So before I tighten it up, I'm gonna make sure everything lines up. All right, y'all. When it ain't got no air and everything is a whole lot easier, just slide it down and push it back. Now I'm gonna take and go ahead and hook up my air line and push it back and put the bolts in through. Alrighty, I got the air plugged in and the bolts on top. Have not got the bottom ones in yet, and so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up, and then it's the same way that we took it off. So just tighten these up. I'm gonna put the bottom ones in, and let's see what happens. All right, y'all, time for commercial break. GoJo. When your hands get dirty, GoJo is the one you go to. Get your GoJo today. Y'all, on a serious note, taking a smoke break. I know we shouldn't be smoking.
Bad for you.
Bad for me. Sandwich maker's getting on to me. But I got the top bolts on, and now I'm supposed to get ready for these long bolts to tighten up. And like I said, if you buy a brand new set or whatever, it's not that hard to put on. You know, everything's all nice and new. But when you have to take them off and old sets seized up, and it makes it very difficult to get some of the bolts and everything off. Other than that, we've done had this video done. We've been up on the next one, but I think this right here is going to be a one-part video. I don't think I'm going to put the checking the brakes out and the wheel stud, yeah, on this one. So this is going to be a separate video. In the morning we'll get out and we'll make the other video on the other one, help somebody out on that. But now what we're fixing to do is stick the bottom bracket on, slide the nuts on, tighten them up, and then let's see if she's gonna hold air, y'all. Hoping y'all can see this. I got it all on here, so we're gonna try to tighten it up. What I'm doing, I'm gonna run it up for a while and then get the other side because I want them kind of even. And if you don't have a Milwaukee, you need to go and get you one. All right, we're back. Now I'm having to put a 2 in. My 6 died on me, so I got my 3. I got a 6, 3, and 2 2s. And my 6 just died. My 3 is in the glove box of the blue truck, so not gonna do us no good at all. So now we're on 2. Alright, go back this side a little bit. She looks good. Alrighty. Make sure she's tight. She is. That's one good thing about these. You can also use them like a ratchet wrench. Make sure it's all nice and tight. Let's put some air to you. She is on there. Right there she is. Zoom out a little bit. She's on there. Now, let's get our device out here and let's pump it up. So, let's see. Let's hold it and go. Let's go. Getting on. Get over on the airbag. She's raising up. I don't know if y'all can tell on camera or not, but she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do. And see how nice and even she is. All right, y'all. Well, that's how you change the airbag. This one took a whole lot longer than the other one did because it's been on our truck a little bit longer. Don't forget your commercial GoJo wipes. Everything I use will be linked down below if you want to go check it out. If you want some of it or put it on your wish list. Christmas is coming up soon. for all you trick-or-treaters. Halloween's here. Y'all be careful out there if you go Halloween. That fentanyl is out and they're putting it in candy and stuff like that. So all the parents, make sure you check the kids' candy and all that good stuff. But we got the truck done. So in the morning, I'm gonna get up. The airbag's done. That's one of my little chores I had on my list. One of the blue trucks down. Haven't heard nothing on the blue truck yet. So in the morning, we're gonna jack it back up. We're gonna take a tire off. We're gonna check the brakes because 304,000 miles, still got the original Mopar brakes. Y'all wanna see what they look like? Stay tuned to the next video because we're gonna have it. And then we'll also replace that wheel stud that they broke. Monteith and Elkhart and Middlebury, in my opinion, y'all, I stay as far away from them as you can. Save yourself some money and time. Y'all be careful out there. Y'all be safe out there. See y'all on the next one.